Hello students, it is really nice to meet you all again. Hope you are all good. We have already seen proposition of time, the usage and other things in the last class. Just a small recap of the proposition of time and its usage. We saw a few proposition of times. They are in, on, at, after, before, from and to, together, into, till, until, for, since, during. In our last session, we also saw preposition of place, its usage in the last session. Preposition of place, which denotes where the noun is. A few of them are in, on, at, near, behind, under, over, beside, above, below, and so on. Hope you are all clear with the preposition of time and the preposition of place. Now, we are going to see preposition of movement in this session. The relationship and how it combines with the verb. Preposition of place comes in page number 13, 14, and we will be seeing prepositional verbs also in the next session. Prepositional verbs and preposition of movement in this session. These come in page number 12, 13, 14 and 15 in our textbook. Preposition of movement. As we already saw, preposition of time and preposition of place, here preposition of movement is used to describe the movement, moving words from one place to another. That is, prepositions which are used to describe the movement from one place to another place are called as preposition of movement. The sentence also tells us for what reason they do that movement. The first preposition of movement is to. To is used to indicate the destination or the direction where the noun is going to reach. To is the preposition of movement that is used to indicate the destination or the direction where the noun is going to reach. Example, I went to the bookstore. Children walk to school in groups. So where did I go in the first sentence? I went to the bookstore. To is the preposition that tells us where we are going. The next preposition is towards. Towards means moving, looking at us. Just you are seeing your mom, you are walking to her. So you are walking towards your mom. To come near us. The dog looks us, it wags its tail and it runs towards us. So to come near us. Towards is used to move, looking at an object and moving towards it. Example, the dog is coming towards him. They marched towards the city. The next preposition is into. This preposition is used when we talk about the movement of something that enters a place or goes inside it. You have to enter the place or go inside it. That is only into. When you jump into the well or into the pool, you say you jump into the well. The swimmer jumped into the well. The same way when you are walking and you see a forest, you walk towards the forest, you walk along the trees and go inside. They walked into the forest. Through. Through is the next preposition that is used when we talk about the movement from one side to the other side, going inside it. Something going inside it. You travel in the train goes and goes and goes, you just sit and watch happily. There comes a tunnel. The train goes inside the tunnel and comes out. For that, you can just use the preposition through and say, the train went through the tunnel. She walked through the door. Your friend, she's coming inside the house. That girl, she is walking from one side of the door to the other side of the door and entering the house. She walked through the door and entered the house. So she walked through the door. The next preposition is across. Across means crossing it, going on it. We can also say it means going to the other side, maybe road, river or something like that. I walked across the road. That means that you have crossed the road. You cross the road, you say, I walked across the road. If you know swimming and you're swimming in the river, you swim from one side of the river to the other side of the river. That is from one bank to the other bank. You say, I swam across the river. Then comes along. Now coming to along, across means crossing, but along means to show the movement of something in a line that follows the side of something, that is, going with it. I walked along the river bed. I walked along the river bed. The man walked along the road. The man walked along the road. So, in the first sentence, I walked along the river bed. You are walking in one side of the river and you are just walking along. That means along. So, I walked along the river bed means you are walking along in one side of the river. The man walked along the road. He is not crossing the road. He is just walking in one side of the road and he keeps on walking. The next preposition word is around. This preposition has the word round in it. Now you can understand what I am trying to say. Round means circle. Around means going in circles. Circular movement. Going round and round. We should know the difference between round and around. Round means going in circle. Around means going round and round. That is, we can say the wheels of the bus go round and round, but the bus takes us around the town. The wheels of the bus go round and round, but the bus takes us around the town. The example for around is, my dog often comes around me, meaning the dog does not go anywhere. It moves around me. It keeps moving with me. It comes wherever I go and stays with me. So my dog comes around me. The earth goes round the sun. This is a sentence we all know. The earth is a planet that goes around the sun. We are a family of 9 and all the planets, 9 planets with the sun, Sun is in the middle and all the planets go round. The earth goes around the sun. Our planet Earth, in which we live, is moving around the sun. In front of. This means the position facing something or someone, sitting near it and facing it and looking at it. Yeah, you got it. You sit in front of TV and you watch this program. So sitting in front of means sitting before it, in front of it and looking at it and watching. So we sit in front of TV and watch the movie last night. We sit in front of TV and watch the movie last night. He parked his car in the front of the gate. He parked his car in the front of the gate. Going to the next preposition, between, we use between when we talk about an issue or matter among two or more people. And then we come to a conclusion. So the discussion is going on between us. The discussion on the sports meet between our school and the other schools are going on for 2 days. The discussion between our school and the other schools are going on for 2 days. The final match will be held between India and Australia. We should not hide any secret between us. Now going to the prepositional verb. We have seen the preposition of time, the preposition of place and the preposition of movement. When a verb is followed by a preposition, we call it prepositional verb. When a verb is followed by a preposition, we call it prepositional verb. Some verbs are usually followed by preposition, that is, followed by a preposition and form a word. Some verbs usually follow by a preposition, and when they are followed by a preposition like that, we call it prepositional verb. Care for, add to, count on, deal with, etc. are called prepositional verbs. Now we are going to see a few sentences, and these sentences are there in your textbook, page number 15. The kids laughed at the hilarious antics to give your attention on something. Attend to means to give your care, thought or attention on something. I believe in healing power of a mother's touch. I believe in the healing power of a mother's touch. I think we all believe in that. Mother's touch is always full of care. You can see a small child, when it falls down, it starts crying. Whoever comes and consoles it, it will never console, it will keep crying and crying and crying. Once when the mother comes and carries the baby in her arms, the baby stops crying. That is the healing power. Even now, you people, when you feel sulk or dejected or sad and your mother comes to you and just pats on your back, you get energized. That is the healing power. Healing power means the capacity or ability to cure by touch. But that is not the preposition. The preposition here in the sentence is believe in. Believe in means have faith. Accept it as right. Believe in means have faith, accept it as right. I believe in, you believe, you have faith in the healing power of your mother. So I believe in the healing power of a mother's touch. The next sentence is, she was so happy in life that she could not ask for more. Somebody, a girl, a lady, a woman, whoever it is, she is so happy in her life. The preposition used here is ask for. Ask for means you don't have a better chance than this. Something you are happy with, satisfied with, you have, as if you feel you have got the best. So you don't ask for more. The elderly couple care for their pets as they do for their children. The elderly couple are there, they care for their pets because they don't have children. Our parents, we are there, so they show their love on us. But the elderly couple don't have their children, so they have pets and show that love to their children. They care for their children. Care for means look after, protect, feel the affection. So the elderly couple look after their pets. They care for their pets. They protect their pets as they do for their children. I agree with everything you have said. Agree with is the prepositional verb in this sentence. Agree with means accept the decision, believe it is right. Agree with means accept the decision and believe it is right. Every verb will form a prepositional verb when it combines with the preposition. Every verb, when it combines with the preposition, it will form a prepositional verb. These sentences are there in page number 13 in your textbook, and now we are going to see a few more sentences for better understanding. The first prepositional verb we are going to see is according to. According to means as told by. They have told this, so we have to follow it. For example, see in this sentence, the soldiers acted according to the orders of the captain. The soldiers acted according to the orders of the captain. The next prepositional verb is along with, meaning together. He is reading both. He is learning French along with German. He is learning French along with German. So he is learning both French and German together. The next prepositional verb is because of. Because of means reason. We are giving out a reason. Everything falls to the ground because of Earth's gravity. Everything falls to the ground because of Earth's gravity. This we have read in science, Newton's law. So whatever we put somewhere from above, it directly goes and falls to the ground. The reason for it is Earth's gravity. She walks slowly. The reason for her walking slowly is because of her leg injury. So the reason, instead of telling us the reason, we say because of. We use that in the sentence and we say she walks slowly because of her leg injury. Next prepositional verb is in spite of. In spite of means added to, irrespective of. Even though means irrespective. In spite of his hard work, he failed. So irrespective of his, even though he worked hard, he could not pass. In spite of his hard work, he failed. The same way, in spite of several warnings, he continued to swim. He is swimming, but there are very big, fast, harsh waves coming. So they are warning him, don't swim, don't swim. But in spite of all those warnings, he continued to swim. Instead of means in place of, as a substitute. We use this if we don't have that. Instead of telling that, we can say instead of. I drank juice instead of tea because tea was not available. I just thought I can drink juice. In place of tea, I drank juice. In the event of, meaning in case of or something happened. In case of, okay, but in the event of means something happened. In the event of rain, if it rains, the function will be held indoors. So we are planning for a big function and we are planning to have it somewhere on the ground, on the lawn or somewhere. But we have a backup plan. If it rains, what will we do? So what we do is, we tell our organizers, our helpers who are all doing, in the event of rain, don't worry, we will have the function indoors. For that, we use this sentence, in the event of rain, the function will be held indoors. Due to is also for reasoning. He didn't turn up due to his illness. Due to means to give a reason. He did not come. Why he did not come? The reason is because of his illness. He is ill. That's why he didn't come. He didn't turn up due to his illness. The next proposition is benefit from. Something that will give or provide an advantage to us. We get the benefit. We get the advantage. What are the benefits we get? When we do yoga, we feel of increased well-being. Our health has improved. We have become slim. We have become strong. We think that way. So that is the benefit of doing yoga. When we are putting that in a proper sentence, we can say, people doing yoga benefit from an increased feeling of well-being. People doing yoga benefit from an increased feeling of well-being. Stand in. Stand in means organize neatly, fill in or fall in. To organize neatly or fill in or fall in. A few examples for stand in is what the teacher usually says when we are going out of the class. Stand in a line. The children are asked to stand in a line. Please stand in the middle of the room. So he's standing somewhere in the corner of the room and you are telling him, go stand in the middle of the room. So stand in means to organize neatly or to fill in or fall in. Stay at, to remain in the same place. Stay there, that is what we colloquially use. We'll stay at home if it rains. We are staying in the same place because it is raining outside. We cannot go out, so we are staying in the same place. You are going to a hotel, you are staying over there, you didn't like it at all. So you say, I shall never stay at that hotel again. So, stay at means to remain at the same place. Go into is the next prepositional verb. Go into means get involved, to get involved with. Go into the matter in no time. Immediately they come, they immediately to investigate. So the police began to go into the matter in no time.